great one. There's fucking Ricardo. He brought it out there. So he told me his ankles and that. Great job. That's really good.
I haven't actually met you properly before. Roy, anyway.
Steve Muldoon, mate.
No worries.
Mouldy, they call me. Dooney, Mouldy.
That's right. And you've been around the club for. In fact, you used to play A1. So who was it?
Kilburn.
Kilburn.
And Ferris Park and Saffron.
Yeah. And he was a bit of a gun, apparently. So that
well, that's what they say, but they don't sort of go on about that. Yeah.
No, that's right. Everyone's feel about football. What sort of part does it play in your life?
Oh, it's been a big part of my life. Yeah. I've got 3 kids to 3 different mothers.
Yeah.
And the reasons I've split up from them is because of football.
Really?
And football's always been a part of my life, always has been, always will be.
So how did you get involved in Rosewater?
I was playing football at Kilburn, in A1 football, and the coaching job came up and I applied for it and got it back in 1992.
You're captain coach? Or?
Yeah, captain coach, yeah.
And how'd you go?
Personally wise, or
as a team wise?
As a team, yeah. I think in '91, I think the club only won 2 games. I think they just avoided relegation. And in '92, when I took over from the coaching job, we ended up playing finals football. So
really?
We ended up winning 13 games, finished 3rd, playing a semi-final, and unfortunately getting beaten. But yeah, it was a.
What was it like coming to Rosewater then?
Because I've been mixed up with A1 clubs for a long time, and then coming back to an A3 club, it was a little bit different. But they had a committee as well, blokes like John Marshall-Reddy, Jack Wildmine, them sort of blokes that were running the place really well. So it was, I had a lot of support when I first came here. Yeah, it was great.
The reputation of Rosewater. What did you know about Rosewater?
Well, the only thing I've always known about Rosewater because living in the port area sort of thing, and knowing 1988 they won a premiership and all that sort of stuff, and there was a sort of like a reputation going around. They were hard and animals and that sort of stuff. But look, when I had the opportunity to coach the club, we had none of that. We just played hard footy, and that's probably why we got the results at the end of the day. And coached the club, captain the club, won the league in goal kicking, and
you did? How many goals kicked that year?
I think about 71. I think it was.
Yeah. Playing whereabouts?
Mainly full forward, centre half forward. Yeah.
No, it's not a bad year.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
And you were how old?
Sorry.
And you were how old?
I was only 27. Sometimes in the city for hours. I remember sitting when I was coaching. This club in '92, sitting in here for 3.5 hours, and not putting the sides out to 11 at night.
Yeah. And how many players would be left out there?
It was still every player.
Yeah. You didn't coach the next year, or you did, or?
I had a little bit of a committee problem, I think. The club had already appointed me coach for '93. They had me sit down and interview B-grade coaches. I had my opinion on who I thought was the best thing for a bloke to push B-grade players to play A-grade football, and the committee went against my decision, and it sort of like went pear-shaped from there. I went back to Kilburn and carried on my coaching career, coached Para Hills and all that sort of stuff.
Rosewater a bit more passionate than some?
I think it depends where you go. I mean, I still remember coaching Para Hills, and my opinion is different to coaching Rosewater because Rosewater, you could be hard with these blokes at Para Hills, you have to spoon feed them. Yeah. You sort of have to be careful what you said to them.
Yeah.
But back in '92 when I was coaching, you could say anything to some of these blokes and they'd just take it on board and let's get on with it. Yeah. That's the way it was,
So how'd you come back to Rosewater?
Just because I love the club. Yeah. A lot of my friends, my good friends, Tony Giles, Joyce Earl, Ronnie, Malcolm Jorgensen, all my friends.
What about your ambitions in football now? I mean, you're obviously a very knowledgeable fella, and you're on the committee, and people listen to you. I mean, is that enough, or have you got bigger ambitions? Or?
No, not really. I mean, I think I've done enough in football, you know, as a player and as a coach, and the only reason I took on the assistant coach of the league grade was because I felt sorry for Malcolm, because he was out on the ground and stuff like that, and I just asked him if he needed a hand, and he said he'd love to. You know, I had the opportunity of coaching Malcolm back in '92, very good footballer. Stuffed up for me for come finals time, got reported I think for 5 games. Did he? Still a little bit dark on him without that, but he's not on his pattern alone either. So. I think Ronnie's doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
He's done a fantastic job over the summertime. Yeah. I think Geordie's doing a fantastic job. Yeah. And I think Mac is doing a fantastic job as assistant coach. Yeah. So at the moment, you know, I think we've got a good nucleus of a group, of a playing group. You know, Eli's a runner, he's one of best and fairest, captain of the club. Yeah, so I think we're in pretty good steps at the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Basically, I'm going to run up on the wing and just.
And it's his first year as a senior coach. I mean, how do you reckon he's going?
I reckon he's going well. Yeah. Okay, we had a little bit of a hiccup last week, but
what was the hiccup last week?
I don't really want to get into it.
Oh, okay.
But he's got himself back on track, and I think he's doing fantastic. Of course, he's green.
Yeah.
You know, like he's coached 5 years in B grade football, but you know, going from B grade football to A grade football, you know, even at A5 level is a bit of a step up. And of course, you know, when you coach a blokes like Trent or Nallon, when he should be saying where he wants to play, and I will give Trent or Nallon credit where credit's due, the way he sits back and looks at Ronnie, and so obviously if you've got blokes like Trent that sit back and listen to Ronnie, obviously he's doing a good job.
Yeah. How do you think Trent's going?
I think Trent's going well. I think I think the whole club, you know, players, members, supporters have got the whole. You know, they love Trent and Nallon. You know, I mean, like, I love him. You know, I mean, every coach has favourite footballer, and he's one of them. Sometimes I think he's played out of position, but I mean that's up to the A grade selection committee to work out, and I'm sure they will work it out.
He seemed to do alright when he was in the ruck there. It was unusual to see him there.
Yeah, but I mean, like a lot of people don't realise too. You know, when he was playing for the Crows, he actually played. You know, Malcolm Blight used to ruck him.
Really?
Yeah. So a lot of people don't remember that as well. So, yeah.
Well, the rest of the season. I mean, where do you expect Rosewater to finish up?
Well, I honestly just after round 3, going through the you know, doing my homework and going through the scores and stuff like that, it's still pretty early to say, but I'm pretty confident that the seniors will play in finals football, and injury free. I think the B grade can play in finals football as well. But the job that me and Geordie got is to try to push these B grade players to blow some wind up some of these A graders' arseholes, and to put some pressure on them, and that's the only reason. It's the only way the club's going to be successful.
That's right. Ultimately, it's their job, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Good on you.
No worries, mate.